Hello everyone and welcome to the Maths Lab channel. Today we will see some more examples on complementary function. In that the first example we have taken here, it is a d raised to 4y by dx raised to 4 plus m raised to 4y is equal to 0. So instead of this m, you may take 1, 2 raised to 4 like that, any number. So here plus sign, when plus sign is there, some different method or slightly different method we have to use, and minus sign is there, then another method we have to use. So here first we will solve this. We can write this problem as d raised to 4 plus m raised to 4 operating on y is equal to 0. Means here I take capital D equal to d by dx, and in that way. So auxiliary equation is d raised to 4 plus m raised to 4 is equal to 0. Now plus sign is there, so we can't use the formula a square minus b square is equal to a minus b, a plus b. So this formula is not applicable here, clearly, due to this plus sign. So what we have to do in such a case? Whenever such a case arises, then find middle term. Try to make it perfect square. So middle term is equal to 2 into under root of first term into last term. Root of first term into last term. So here 2 into under root of first term is d raised to 4 and last term is m raised to 4. Okay, understood it? So is equal to 2. What is square root of d raised to 4? It is d square, and square root of m raised to 4, it is m square. Okay, so this is our middle term, 2d square m square. Now this middle term we have to add and subtract. So here I get d raised to 4 plus 2d square m square. We add plus m raised to 4 as it is. Now subtract 2d square m square is equal to 0. Right? Add and subtract. This is middle term, so it is lies between two terms. Okay. Now just concentrate on these first three terms. You can see it is a perfect square. Which perfect square is there? D square bracket square. D raised to 4 means d square bracket square, right? Plus 2d square m square, and this I can write m square bracket square. Correct? I just write it properly so that I can write a perfect square. Minus this 2 I can write root 2, then d m and bracket square is equal to 0. Okay. So this is d square plus m square bracket square. D square plus m square bracket square minus root 2 d m bracket square is equal to 0. Understood this step? Just I write perfect square term. Okay. Now this is my a and this term is b. Second term is b, first term is a. So I can use the formula a square minus b square. A square minus b square is a minus b, a plus b. So here we can write d square plus m square minus root 2 dm, right, and then d square plus m square plus root 2 dm is equal to 0. Now these are the two different equations we can solve using calci, or you may solve by factorization method, or our minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac method. Okay. So here d square minus root 2 dm plus m square is equal to 0, and second one is d square plus root 2 dm plus m square is equal to 0. There is a slight difference between plus and minus. We can solve one and you can write down the second directly also. I will tell you how to solve the first one. So here d is equal to middle term minus of minus root 2 minus b. right? Our formula is minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So, minus of minus root 2 plus minus under root 2 square is 2 minus 4 m square into this 1 upon 2 into 1. Okay. So, this is equal to root 2 plus minus here 2m, sorry, 2m is there, 2m, here also 2m. I just forgot to take m, take this m. Okay. Then here 2m minus 2m square minus 4m square, I get m root of minus 2 divided by 2. So, this is I get m common, or you may write as it is, no problem. So, root 2m plus minus, whenever square root minus sign is there, we take I. So, I m root 2 upon 2. So, this is I get m upon root 2 plus minus I m upon root 2. Understood it? Similarly, you can do this step, complete it, and your answer is minus m upon root 2 plus minus I m upon root 2. So, it is a nice exercise for you, you can do it. Okay. And now, I can write complementary function from this. Cf is equal to C1 plus C2 I have to write, but it is roots are imaginary. Whenever roots are imaginary, then this term we take e to the power. So, here e to the power m upon root 2 into x, e raised to m upon root 2 x, in bracket I get C1 cos m upon root 2 into x, correct, plus C2 sin m upon root 2 into x for the first term. For the second term, take e to the power. So, here plus e raised to minus m upon root 2 into x plus C1, C2 already used. So, C3 cos m upon root 2 x, right, plus C4 sin m upon root 2 into x. Understood? Suppose here m equal to 1, m equal to 1 is given, then I have to write only x upon root 2 cos of x by root 2, and you can solve by your own taking m equal to 1 by similar method. Okay. Take one more example on complementary function and we will complete this concept. Here the example is I am going to take d raised to 4y by dx raised to 4 plus, instead of plus we take minus now, minus y is equal to 0. So, this term if you compare with the last example, here I take m equal to 1 and minus sign. So, here d raised to 4 minus 1 operating on y is equal to 0. I have taken minus sign. So, minus sign is there, then our calculation becomes easier. How it is easier? See carefully. D raised to 4 I can write d square of square minus 1 is equal to 0. So, I can use here a square minus b square formula. What is formula of a square minus b square? It is a minus b and a plus b. So, using that I get d square plus 1 and d square minus 1 is equal to 0. Understood? Now, here d square plus 1 is equal to 0 and d square minus 1 I can write d minus 1 into d plus 1 is equal to 0. So, this is nothing but d minus 1 equal to 0, d plus 1 equal to 0. Correct? So, here d square plus 1 equal to 0. So, d square is equal to minus 1 and here d equal to 1, d equal to minus 1 from this two term. Okay. Now, here d square is equal to minus 1 means d equal to plus minus square root of minus 1. that is nothing but plus minus I. So we get 4 roots here, 1, minus 1, I and minus I. This you can't do for the last example which we have solved. In that we found middle term. Okay. So here write down the complementary function. 1 is the root, so c1 e raised to x plus c2, second root is minus 1, so e raised to minus x plus here plus minus I is there, means this part is 0. We can write 0 plus minus I, right? So 0, e raised to 0, e raised to 0 x into c3 cos, coefficient of I is 1. So here x cos x plus c4 sin x, right? No need to write this e raised to 0x, it is 1. Okay? Hope you have understood the concept. Thanks for watching. In our next video, we will start particular integrals.